right, it's another edition of the 41 Jobs podcast. I kind of told you before we might try to do talk to the coroner, the cop, what's wrong with the world. But what we're going to do today is a little special thing that I thought would be a cool idea. We are going to do an interview with an 8-year-old. It's probably almost as scary as interview with a vampire, but not near as bad. So, we'll give it a shot. Just kidding. But it's my daughter, Allie, and I'm going to ask her several questions about what she thinks about things and life and all that good stuff. So it's interview with an 8-year-old here on the 41 Jobs podcast. Hi, Allie. How you doing?
Good.
You're 8 years old, right?
Yes.
But you turned 9 in April? Cool. Are you excited about turning 9? What do you think about being 9 years old? What do you think about that?
I don't really know. It's a little bit scary.
Is it? Okay. What's scary about being 9 years old?
I don't really know, but
It's fine if you don't know.
just that I'm going to be older and it's going to kind of be scary.
Okay. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
Okay. Why do you like the color purple? What do you think that? Why do you think that's a good color for you?
Whenever I used to think I liked green, purple, orange, and I liked all Halloween colors. I didn't actually know. But then, I gave up on kind of green and orange, and I kind of gave up on getting purple instead of getting those both Halloween colors.
So speaking of that, it's not on my question list, but why is Halloween your favorite holiday, or what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday would be Halloween. It would,
Okay.
yep.
Why do you like Halloween the best as your favorite holiday?
You get candy.
Cool. Is that the only reason?
Yep, but there's another reason because sometimes I get to walk around and sometimes it's fun.
Okay.
So,
Cool. What do you like most about school?
I like science. That's one of my favorite subjects.
Why do you like science the best?
Well, because it's adventuring and it's fun and you get to figure out what's science. Like, if you're saying what's a simple machine, it can be anything. It can be anything near like a complex machine, but it's kind of hard to do all that stuff.
Is there anything else you like about school?
I like recess, but not outside recess.
What do you like about inside recess? What's cool about that?
Because you're warm and you get to play with your friends inside.
Okay, well that's a good reason. What do you not like about school? What's one thing you don't like?
That when I have to go to another science class. Now that makes me mad.
Okay.
I like Miss Lehman's science class.
Okay. But what do you like about what else do you like about school besides what do you not like about school? Besides moving to different teachers or different class. What's one thing you don't like about school that you think you don't really like about it? Is it too early in the morning? Is the food not good enough? What's the worst about school that you don't like?
Well, the food kind of smells.
You don't like the food, how it
No,
smells? Oh, okay. All right, well, that's good. Let's go to something else. Do you have a best friend at school?
Yes.
Who's your best friend? What's her first name?
Wrigley.
Cool. Why do you like her as a friend? Why do you think she's a fun friend?
She's nice. She's forgetful.
Okay, cool.
Whenever whenever she tries to do something, I kind of help her or something.
Okay,
like
cool.
that.
Well,
But-
that's nice. That's good that you have a good friend because some people don't feel like they have good friends. I'm glad you have a good friend. What do you like about life? What do you like about just being alive in the world? What's the best thing about living, you think, in your opinion, as an 8-year-old?
That I get to have adventures with my sister sometimes and play outside and have different kind of things and some things that I like to do are like swing and go outside and play with my friends. But and I like how I like being in the real world. Well, it's fun to be around someone that you love and have a family with, and
Well, that's really
it's
nice.
really good. And
Well, that's really cool. Well, that's good. That's a good reason to like life. What do you like about yourself the best?
I like that I'm small, and I like that I'm a girl.
Okay, well, that's good. That's awesome. What else do you like about yourself, about being small and being a girl? You just like being...
I'm smart at some things, but not a lot.
Okay, well, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Now, what's wrong with the world, in your opinion? What do you think's wrong with the world? Things that you don't like, you think the world could really improve on and would make things a lot better for everybody in the world if these things were fixed. What's one thing you think would be a great thing that the world did not have?
I wouldn't really like war, but if they came for us, they would have to do war, kind of. But
Yeah.
if I wouldn't, I just wanted them to stay where they were and just stay where they were and not be so mean about.
What are those people? The bad people?
The bad people that don't live near like that want to fight against us,
Okay.
like
Cool.
ISIS. And
Okay.
ISIS, all
What do you think ISIS is, in your opinion? What is ISIS?
It's kind of like people who have like that look kind of like African Americans, but
Like Arab people?
yes,
Okay, those are the ISIS people. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I know they're scary for a lot of people, not just 8-year-olds, but scary for adults and older people and anybody like that.
oh,
Okay.
like my sister.
What else do you think's wrong with the world besides terrorists and ISIS and people like that? Besides war, what do you think's wrong with the world that you think could be fixed to make the world a better place? Or if you can think of anything, that's fine. We can move on.
I could have other things to have like not so much clothes. Like I need to give away some of my clothes too because they're like 6s. Other stuff, 6s and 5s sometimes, but not always 5s because we most gave away 5s.
You gave away your 5 clothes.
Yep, but
That's
That's
one thing's
6.
wrong with the world then, huh?
yeah.
Do you think everybody should get fed like little kids? Should they get treated good and get fed?
Yes, and they should not be killed or hurt by someone because that's not nice.
Do you think it's bad when kids are hurt or killed? I do too.
That's-
It's not a very good thing.
Because if they're little, that's not good because it might be sad for other people too.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, that's a good answer. What is global warming? Have you ever heard that statement? If you don't know what it is, we can move on. What's global warming?
well, I kind of think it's like something bad happening around the world, or something like a
Some people think it is, yeah.
like if there was a hurricane somewhere.
Well, I guess it could be, but not really. Global warming is what some scientists think the world is gradually getting warmer and the glaciers are melting and like polar bears aren't, they're going to have to move a little bit because the polar bears don't live in as cold a climate as they used to. That's what some scientists think. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but you're really young, so you may not have heard that.
No.
Okay. All right. Now, we already had talked about ISIS. What do you think about the presidential candidates? You watch a lot more news than I do. I have no idea about the presidential candidates.
Well, I do not like people like I don't want Donald Trump because when I watch the news in the morning before I go to school sometimes I watch that and then he's kind of mean to some people and stuff and he kind of yells at other people that kind of like talk to him like that say different stuff to him. And Hillary Clinton, I don't know really about her because I don't know if she's going to be good or bad because her husband was goodish badish. But
Well, some people would say that. Some people thought he was a great president, and other people thought he was a bad president. So that's a good answer. So do you know anything about Bush, Jeb Bush? What do you think about Jeb Bush?
Well, Jeb Bush tried to run a couple times, but he didn't really win. So
Yeah.
that's not good.
Okay, how about Bernie Sanders? What do you think about Bernie Sanders?
Well, I thought someone in my class told me that he was going to ban church,
Okay.
but I don't think he.
Well, you
really
don't know.
is.
I mean, I don't know. I really should pay more attention to the presidential candidates because if I'm going to vote, I need to know more about them. Sounds like you know more about them because I know you stay with my mom in the mornings to get on the bus, and you watch more news than I do. So, is there any other presidential candidates that you like or don't like that you can think of? You named the big ones.
I like Ben Carson, but he's kind of getting the low numbers and not the higher numbers. Like, you know how the Democrats and the
Republicans.
they might have like one Democrat and one Republican, and one might win. We just don't know which one.
Okay, yeah, that's true. We've got till this November to find out who's going to win.
It's either Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump, and Hillary Clinton.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. That's good. Now, if you could, what would you want the presidents to do for our country? Whichever president is elected in November, what do you want them to do for our country? What do you think would be a good thing? Your main 3 things you can think of that would be good for our country, what a president would do for us. If you can only think of one, that's fine too.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be in November. I mean, that's a while.
It's a little bit. It's going to be next fall or this coming fall. But what would you want the presidents to do once they become elected? What would be the things that you think are the most important thing they can do for our country or for the people of the United States?
I would want them to fight for ISIS if they even have to bring an army through.
You mean fight against them?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't want the president to have a lot of paperwork, except if it's Donald Trump.
Yeah, you want him to have a lot of paperwork?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, shoot. All right. All right, good. Is there anything else you want presidents to do to help our world, our country?
They need to be nicer to people, and I don't want them to sue kind of anybody if they have to, because some people do.
Okay. Would you want them to change anything that you don't like about the world? Is there anything they could change to help us out better?
I don't really know. There's a lot of things I don't like and I do like, but...
Could you name a couple big things that you do like or you don't like? Maybe a couple things you don't like you want presidents to change.
I want them to change something about school.
How would you want school to change?
Because I don't want summer school.
No summer school?
No.
Does that scare you? So you don't really want all year-round school is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, because I'm going to have ISTEP this year, and I don't really want to go to summer school if I don't pass.
Well, I hope you pass. I'm not a big fan of ISTEP either. I think that's made not very well for kids. Okay, here's another question. What do you want to do when you grow up?